take my time by making you tremble, kissing in places that you like. It's pouring from heaven, girl, it's a blessing I invite. I'm living a fantasy when I look you in your eyes. I need you badly, whisper in my ear. I know what you're wanting, mama, I hear you loud and clear. Focus on my voice and let the world just disappear. And when you start feeling it, girl, don't stop until you're near. And when you're there, baby, say, now let it go. Wanting more with every stalk, cause she never felt like this before. And she don't make no joke. Give me a little lick, come on, my baby. Give me a little love, my darling. Give me
La 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 la. How am I feeling? Garb? Like absolute garb. But that's okay. Get my good old teeth straightener out. I felt like getting on for half an hour. I tested negative for COVID, but I'm kind of doubting it, man. Kind of doubting it, you know what I mean? Where's my song? I kind of like this song. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys had a good week. Sorry, I've been kind of I've been posting on socials. I've just been just beat. Just my eyes, my headaches, my body aches. Just tired, you know? All that good stuff, you know? Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. There's my tune. What up, King Bear? Yeah, I actually wanted to watch a Devin Nash video. This is important to people at Twitch. Like, this is going to be something important that we should all watch, right? This is something that... Whoa, I like that freaking song, but it's definitely something that we should pay attention to, you know what I mean, moving forward. And any streamer should pay attention because this guy is smart as a whoop. And, you know, got home yesterday. Chags, let's go. King Bear, how are you? Like I said, normally I'd be doing my Twitch streams, but I needed the week off. So, but this is what's happening kind of Twitch. So, beyond the regular news, this is something that we should be paying attention to, like, as a community. Got home from the hospital? Hey, I was there too. Believe it or not, I was there too. Isn't it just amazing? Ooh. I hope you're all good, though. I hope you're all good. Ooh. Ooh. Am I missing, like, my main? There it is. I'm like, am I missing my main? I hope you're all good, Chags. So this is something that is affecting all streamers. And when he breaks it down, it's something very important to watch because Twitch is really screwing over its top partners, which are losing an enormous amount of money. They're also screwing over their tier 1 and tier 2 partners. They're taking more money from us and then just sack-pulling themselves full of money. And so it kind of leaves a lot of questions on just how long Twitch is intending to make a run. Have they made their run? Do they care anymore? Is Amazon just going with it? Are they hoping YouTube will take it on? Because Twitch is lying to its streamers. They're lying huge to their streamers. They're saying how much money it's costing them when realistically they're making an enormous amount off of all of its streamers. And it, I think you're gonna like. It's normal for like YouTube or another platform or whatever to start taking on some of the bigger streamers to make a run for it. This though is showing something different. This is only 30 minutes. It's something that we should definitely be watching. Streamers should be definitely paying attention to moving forward. This is why we've been working on our socials like Twitter and YouTube moving forward. And it's something to definitely pay attention to and address. Especially, I've been watching this closely the last month or two or three. I've been talking to the admins, and let's just watch it. And you guys will probably be surprised on the sandbagging that a lot of us are taking. So it's a good video. This guy's incredibly smart. He breaks it down. And I really wanted to bring it to people's attention because this could be a possible make or break in the future. Twitch is really making some bad moves. So let's listen to this bad boy.
How does this affect you if you are a streamer? And if not, what does this change for you if you have a favorite streamer? Well, today we're breaking down exactly that. I'm Devin Nash. I run an agency called Novo. I'm obsessed with understanding marketing and attention in the new media world. Thank you so much for joining me. There's a real story here nobody is talking about, and there's a lot to break down. We're going to get started right away. So this came out in a blog post that was at a weird time this morning, about 3 a.m. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's going to take too much time. We're just going to go through what's important. So to start off, they kind of
That's a bright screen, man.
What the subscription situation is. For subscriptions, we use a baseline revenue share of 50-50 on net revenue for those earnings. The vast majority of Twitch streamers have had these terms that they agree with. So to set this up, it's important to understand that there are two types of subscription-based contracts on Twitch effectively, okay?
Had a little nasal surgery to help my sleep apnea and hopefully don't have to wear a CPAP.
And
damn, Chegs, that'd be awesome, man.
So if you are
I've had 2 nose reconstructions, and I still got to wear a CPAP. Or an APAP. I wear an APAP.
Connected with Twitch at some level, you have a 50-50 split. So I've done some videos about this, and 50% is actually quite high. But notably, what we're going to be discussing today is these 70-30 splits and these premium splits. And again, I'm going to be telling you kind of the real story behind this after we break it down and what's going on. 70-30 used to be a pretty substantial amount of the total Twitch broadcasters. In 2018, it actually accounted for 21% of contracts, which is pretty crazy. Ooh. So about 21% of broadcasters, about 1 in 5 people had a 70-30 contract or a premium contract of some kind. And these days, that's actually changed quite a bit. So the reason why that's important is because this 21% that's still that they had those contracts in 2018. However many people still have those contracts now. This is
no, I don't want an ad.
So as for the people that have the 50% split.
Through my online store alone, we've sold.
So my online store, skip ad.
But I mean, they're already on a 50% split, and nothing is going to change for them here. That is already an enormous amount of to take.
Pay attention to these numbers.
So so we're talking about
that he's going to go over.
So they're using this baseline revenue. They're basically saying that these premium subscription deals, the 70-30 deals, did exist, but they didn't really talk about them, which is true. To get one, you had to know a partnership manager, or you had to be a large enough streamer that you got offered one. There used to be a rule in place around 2019, 2020, where if you had over 500 active subscribers, you would be offered a 70-30 deal. So this was a good amount of the website that had this. And now they've announced that they are changing the policy about how they do revenue splits for 70-30 contracts. So in this paragraph, we start to get into kind of the meat of this issue.
Wait till he gets to the numbers.
If you are earning above $100,000 in total subscription revenue, and only subscription revenue, then you are going to be on a 50-50 split after that 100K. So the way to understand this is just to
why?
Look at I made a Twitter thread about this, and I tried to do this in pretty
doesn't make sense at all.
Where I said the top 500 creators will earn 29% less revenue per subscriber after reaching 100,000 per year. So why top 500 creators? Well, because this actually doesn't apply to that many creators. In order to, so for everyone that is not one of the top 500 creators, this particular
but what does apply is after this.
I'm going to tell you about something that does
what up, Lynn?
in a minute. But this particular change will not affect you because most people do not have the sufficient number of subscribers to equal $100,000 a year. The specific math on this is
listen to this whole bod. It's
if
crazy.
You're a person earning $100,000 a year. That means you have to have 2,380 subscribers because that's you just multiply to get $8,333 per month or $100,000 a year, and you would need about 2,380 consistent monthly subscribers to be affected by this change. Every subscriber after that 2,380, so the 2,380 first subscriber, and then so on.
After that's 50%.
Earn you 29% less revenue because you'd be on a 50-50 split instead of a 70-30 split. Now, for
still
the
in
top
the dumps.
500 creators, that's a sufficient number.
I was rough all day today.
They're going to be losing a lot of money off of
I didn't
so,
leave bed
the reason
today.
why we know that is because we can go and we can.
At all.
There's currently a couple of websites that track subscribers pretty reliably, and you can see that the top 600 is where we get that 2380 number from. So we can estimate that about 600 creators total are going to be in this category to start losing revenue from this.
Amazing how Twitch Tracker has it all.
But because
I've been under the weather.
less for subs, it's actually a number that's a little bit less than this. So there's going to be a lot of people in here that are not American or not Central European, so they're not going to have the same number of subscribers that are actually paying the full amount of money. They're going to be paying less, and so for that reason, we just.
I'm hoping I'll be back tomorrow or
Sunday.
Sunday.
Might be a little bit less, but that's the way to understand it. Okay, so for some people, this is going to be a pretty substantial drop in revenue.
That'll be cool,
There are
Chad.
several broadcasters that earn $1 million a year off of subscriptions alone. And for those broadcasters, this is representing a $290,000 a year.
So right now, he's just talking about
drop in that's a pretty sufficient number.
All he's doing is talking about the top 500 at this moment.
This in of itself,
they're going to average losing $300,000 to $500,000.
Not really that big of a deal, right? But
that's a lot of money.
This post ends. This post kind of gets a little bit crazier as we go through this. So let's keep going, and we're
that's a month.
into some of the weird stuff that's in this post.
That's a month. Kind of
is alarming for
that people, the top 500 are going to be losing
90% of streamers on
$300,000 to $500,000 a month.
Super true, right? So for all the people that are on,
that's a lot for a top streamer to lose per month, right?
Only affect the people on 70-30, and only then. The people on 70.
But then it starts once you take the 70-30 away from all your partners.
The whole story.
It gets even worse.
Kind of begins here, where it's like
it gets worse.
So why have we actually reduced the amount of money that these top 1% streamers are earning? Well, they try to explain that. When we first established a 50-50 revenue share split, it was to signal that we're in this together. That's kind of a great PR thing to say.
Yeah.
And it's funny because 50% represents one of the highest percentage splits of any platform. OnlyFans and Fansly, for example, take 20% of subscriber revenue, right? You'd be hard pressed to find.
Facebook takes none. YouTube takes 30%. OnlyFans takes 20%. Twitch is the only one that takes 50-50.
So already, I would say that 50% is
they're the only one.
Fair, but they're going to try to tell you here why 70-30 is not a thing. So, at the time of this posting, more than 22,000 of you have weighed into our user voice asking us to move all streamers to 70-30 and pay streamers faster. So, a lot of people want 70-30. YouTube currently, for subscriptions, offers 70% on all memberships and everything. And then they offer a pretty competitive ad rate that's that Twitch is trying to match. Now,
Twitch wants us to play more ads.
We're in the middle of rolling out the largest change to payouts in years by cutting the payout threshold in half.
This is the biggest problem.
This is an important step. So this does get people money faster because previously the threshold.
They want to pay us less in subs
you had to earn $100 on Twitch
and more in ads.
But it's important to understand that Twitch is kind of a little bit.
That means a lot of people are going to be watching ads the whole time.
Lowering the amount of money
unless you're like me.
By saying we're paying streamers faster, but that's not.
I'm not on.
The money is.
So I chose not to do the new ad subscription bundle that they had inserted into the back of Twitch. I chose to stay on the old ad revenue. So I only have two bundles of ads played an hour, whereas most people now have 5 ads played every 15 minutes on their channel, right? Yeah. But a lot of streamers now have 3 to 4 bundles an hour of 5 to 8 ads. Whereas I kept mine on the old one at two ads an hour of like 2 ads. That's it, right? So Twitch is trying to push ads on us instead of subs, which is absolutely crazy.
Still,
we're going to get an ad
whether
here
you
in
were at $100
3
or
seconds,
$50,
but
like
we'll skip it here.
Hey, stop using these for
See,
ear cleaning.
Twitch doesn't have the ability to do this after 5 seconds.
Pay that
Done.
$50, that's great, and that's a good step for smaller creators to get a small.
So
feature.
they're
But
trying
it
to
doesn't-
take,
it-
they're
it's
trying to
not a
pay us
difference
less
in
for
the total
subs
revenue that they have to pay out, right? Like,
and
they're
more
not
for
actually
ads.
giving more or
Which
less
means if
for
you're not subbed, you're just
It's kind of a
watching
weird thing
ads
to say.
most of the time in a
And then
channel.
they kind of go into like.
It's horrible.
There is a increase in
Because
streamer
ads
revenue, which is
pay,
true.
the
Streamers
more
are
people
already
watch
making
ads
money,
on Twitch,
and that's good.
the more money that Twitch makes.
And then they talk about Prime subs.
That's where you guys have to understand that a bulk of money is made by Twitch and these companies. There's ad revenue is massive, right? The more ads that are run on Twitch, the more people watch them, the more money Twitch makes. I make like a penny per like who knows what. They don't pay crap for ads unless you run them constantly on your stream. You would have to run them constantly. And so when you run ads 3, 4, 5 times an hour, your average viewers that aren't sub just go do 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 do. So I literally keep mine so that I'm only running 2 bundle ads an hour rather than 4 or 5, and I only run 2 ads at once rather than a bundle of 5 or 10. It's absolutely crazy. Twitch makes an enormous amount of ads, but they're taking away what we make from subs and forcing us to play ads, and I just refuse to do that crap. I refuse to do that as a streamer.
Where Prime subs, which are basically subscriptions, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to one streamer for free, represent, they estimate, about 15% of extra revenue, bringing the number to 65% by their approximation. There's no real way to confirm this, and it's going to be different for every streamer. Some it's going to be less. So this is kind of a weird thing here too. And
What up, Danny?
now we're going to get into like the real kind of crazy stuff. So
Here we go.
they justify at the end that the reason why they need to do this is because the cost of running Twitch is high. And the numbers they use, they say using the published rates from Amazon Web Services interactive video service. First of all, what's that? For people that don't know, Amazon IDS is basically
owns the
core
service.
technology they pulled out of Twitch.
They
when
own
bought
it.
And the way to understand it is basically anybody can run Twitch.
So why
Anybody
is
can start Twitch, and
Twitch is not paying
through, AWS. It's
Amazon.
a plug and play Twitch product that's used by a lot of bigger corporations.
Exactly.
To do presentations and such, or run live
Amazon that owns Twitch
So
owns the
they're
servers,
saying
which
that
Twitch is
using
using the
published rates
servers.
from Amazon Web Services. Live video costs 100 for for 100 people. CCU meaning 100 viewers watching a streamer who streams 200 hours a month is more than $1,000 per month. So this is an absolutely
How many streamers
bizarre
stream
thing to say
200
for so
hours a
many
month?
reasons. And this is something that I highlight in my Twitter.
Not a
feed,
lot.
That they are basically saying the amount that we charge customers is the amount that we have to pay as Twitch to keep our services running. But that's completely disingenuous, okay? And
That's
I'll show
bullcrap.
you why. So the example that I use in Twitter, and I'll kind of expand on this example here, is let's say that you are Smoothie King. You are the king of making smoothies, okay? And your smoothies cost $10.
Listen to what Twitch is doing to us.
Buy a smoothie from Smoothie King.
Twitch is trying to say
It's gonna cost
that it's
$10.
costing them $10 for each person.
But
It's not.
Nobody would.
The service they
anybody with
pay
any kind of
for
basic
would be like
business would know
$1.
That it doesn't cost Smoothie King, the company.
Like, wait. So the analogy that he's making. So Twitch is trying to say that if they're selling the service for $10, if they're selling this mug, for $10, that it's costing them $10 to buy this mug. This is what Twitch is trying to tell people. So they're saying that they pay $10 for this mug. They sell it for $10 and make no money. That's what Twitch is trying to say. No, any company would buy the mug for for $1, they would deliver it, ship it, taxes, which would equal $2, and sell it for $10 and make $8 a month. That's not what Twitch is trying to tell people. Instead of making the $8 that Twitch is, they're trying to tell you they're breaking even. Total crap. So Devin Nash is literally explaining what I just am explaining. It's absolutely ridiculous.
To buy a smoothie from Smoothie King is going to cost $10. Okay. But anybody with any kind of basic business sense would know that it doesn't cost Smoothie King, the company, $10 to actually produce that smoothie. That's
absolutely not
for, right? They're buying the strawberry paste from Strawberry King for $0.30 per unit, right? And then they're buying the bananas from Banana Queen. Would be a good OnlyFans name. For 40 cents per unit and such that. And the end cost for Smoothie King to produce a smoothie
plus milk and everything else that they would throw into it, right?
Let's say like $2.
$2.
You've got an 80% margin, and you've got.
So it would cost them $2 to buy everything and make it, and they would sell it for $10. That's how businesses make money.
So what Twitch is trying to say here is that using the customer minimums, and minimums are always going to cost more. Like the bulk deals are always going to be more favorable, right? So they're using like the worst numbers possible to try to explain that it's expensive to run Twitch, but they own the servers. Amazon owns the servers. So there is some incremental cost in running
not much.
Twitch. I don't know what it is. I mean, you got like
Banana Queen, you like that?
Cost, there's depreciation on the servers, but it's minimal compared to what they're advertising.
Amazon owns the servers in which Twitch is on.
It's going to cost them $1,000. But that's what they charge their customers. So the actual cost is an absolute fraction of that. This is entirely disingenuous.
They're charging $1,000 a month for a streamer at 200 hours.
To fully answer the question of why,
and really, it's costing them $50.
The cost of delivering the Twitch service would have meant they gave it you.
It's bullshit.
It's like, dude,
everything about it's bullshit. They're lying.
Why they can't make this work is actually because of how they monetize the website, and we're going to get into that now. But before we actually talk about that. It's also notable that they use the 200 hour a month thing here. 200 hours a month is 50 hours a week of streaming. So, like, very few people that are streaming to 100 viewers are streaming 200 hours a month. There are some, but most people that can put that kind of time in are full-time broadcasters. And the number of full-time broadcasters is a fraction of the number of people
that amount.
Users, right? There's about 65,000-ish partners on Twitch. Not all those people are active, and not all those people even have 100 CCUs. So we're not it's not as expensive as
you might have like 5,000, 10,000 streamers.
To say that, like, oh, it's like really
that would stream full time with 100 plus viewers
and like
at 200 hours a week.
So we're going to pass that cost on to you, the customer, which is always a bad thing to communicate.
Or 200 hours a month.
Okay, so
I put in 80 hours a month.
Why this isn't working? That's like what you really need to know.
It's insane.
And I'm also going to tell you right now, one of the real stories here that's not being told is that the 70-30 split was issued out to approximately 20% of the total broadcasters on Twitch at one time, right? So there was a custom contract. This means like things that are. This is 2018. This is like custom. It means like negotiated 70-30 plus like there's probably some cash involved. Premium contract, the 15% of would just refer to like a 70-30 contract. I was on a premium contract.
That would be your normal tier 1, tier 2 partner.
As a Twitch partner.
That would be your normal partners.
70% of revenue. The real story here is that they're actually phasing this out. So this is a 2018 data when there was public API data.
All of that's being phased out.
But since then, it's estimated that there's less than 5% of contracts that are still on 70-30, and most of those contracts are kind of just waiting for Twitch has been instructed to not issue contracts out for 70-30 anymore. So the real story
isn't that crazy?
Is that while it is true that streamers have increased their revenue, which was something that I believe they said above. We
listen to this carefully.
That there is some increase in revenue happening from like ad incentive programs and things like that. What they're not telling you is that a huge percentage of broadcasters are no longer able to even get the 70-30 contracts. Listen
to what he just said. All Twitch streamers are now making more money than they ever did. And Twitch is taking the 70-30 away to 50-50. So now we're making more money, and now they're taking half of all of it. Not the 70-30, even the big partners. They're taking half of even more money that's being made now, more than ever. And they're not signing any more 70-30 contracts. So, Twitch is basically buying, say they're buying the mug for $2. They're selling it for $10. So they're making $8 a cup, you know, say a channel. And realistically now we're making them $15 a cup. So now Twitch's actual revenue, say on a mug, is now $13 instead of $8. And they're still taking everything away. So Twitch is making more money than ever, yet they're taking more and more from the streamers and saying that they're not making any money. Twitch is lying to everybody. Twitch is lying to everybody. They've been lying to everybody for a long time. Twitch is making so much money hand over fist. It's ridiculous. So instead of Twitch making $8 off this cup, now Twitch is making $13 off of selling every cup rather than $8. And they're telling people that they're breaking even. They're lying. They're lying. And they're upping the ad revenue by like a penny for us if we'll play more ads. Which means instead of them making $13 off this cup, now they're making like $18 when they add in the ad revenue. So now the mug is worth $20. So now Twitch's mugs were $20 instead of $10. They're still paying $2 for the mug. So Twitch is now making $18 off of every mug that's costing them $2. Twitch's revenue is literally doubling. And no, Lynn, I was hurting all day. I never got out of bed all day. I just wanted to get on tonight and try and push my way through, see if I can be all right for tomorrow. But when I heard this stuff, that Twitch is literally making like double the revenue and telling people that they're breaking even is just such horseshit. Like it's inevitable, the amount of streamers that are going to be moving to YouTube, your normal streamer, it's inevitable. At the amount that Twitch is lying and charging people, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, you could make good money off of Twitch, but they're taking half of it. You know what I mean? If you have a month that you make $1,000 or $2,000, just think they're making $1,000 or $2 or $1,000 or $2 off of you. Like, just think of the amount of money that Twitch is making. It's insane. It's insane. He's so dreamy.
And why that's important is that
You're such a livid.
Those broadcasters have already suffered a 29% decrease in total revenue. So many broadcasters can no longer get the 70-30 contracts. These are reserved for top streamers.
It's insane how much Twitch is taking and how much they're making.
Representing
we're going over just how badly
total revenue from
Twitch is screwing everybody as of right now.
For thousands of major creators.
They are screwing us
before as a Twitch partner,
really badly right now.
Now, unless you're a top broadcaster,
really badly.
Even then, it's going to be dependent on a lot more negotiation.
You missed the reset of history? What are you talking about?
So very few people will actually be able to get these 70-30 contracts going forward. That's the thing they're not telling you. And for those of you, those top streamers that do get those contracts, now their revenue is being further limited. So now they are actually getting 29% less.
This is crazy.
And again, that 30% is quite a bit for some of these top broadcasters that earn a lot of money. Like enough that again, if you're earning $1 million a year off of subscriptions, it's costing you $300K. That's a sufficient enough loss that you might consider like driving some of your users to Patreon or diversify into something.
I'm tired, man. I've had a headache all day, just pounding.
Should be pissed. And
I haven't
a
been
lot of
feeling
them
good. I don't know why.
Here's a thing from.
Oh, what he missed? Oh.
If you're going to, who's one of the people who would be affected by this? If you're going to make a change that just says we take more money, at least give us maximum bit rate or something. YouTube unironically lets you stream at 6.3x quality, and now they also have better splits. So 100% true. Like Quinn definitely stands to have. To lose something. Like
Yeah, so
has 2,380
YouTube streaming and video quality is higher than Twitch's.
Right? They're saying we have driven an increase of 27% more streamer revenue, but at the same time they're taking away 30% of streamer revenue.
Look,
and not offering 70,
listen to what he just said. As if I just said. Twitch's revenue has increased by 27%. So if they were making, say, $1 million off a streamer, now they're making 1.3 million. But they're taking 30% off of the streamer now. So instead of the streamer making $100,000 or $1 million, now the streamer is making $700,000 and Twitch is making 1.3 million. Do you see the gap? They're taking it away. So instead of the streamer making $700,000 or making $1 million, and Twitch is like, yay, 27 increase, so they're making 1.3. Now they're taking 30% off the streamer, and now they technically could be making 1.6, and the streamer makes 700,000. So when you look at it, it's really a 55-45 split. Twitch is actually taking more and more and more and more. They're killing streamers. They're killing streamers. They're lying. Twitch has been lying for a long time.
And then they're taking a further 30% right from the people that from the top broadcasters. So that's like the real story here that isn't.
They're taking everything.
Furthermore, contracted streamers are not eligible for a lot of these new ad incentive programs. Energy Lulu posted this here that says that you failed to mention that streamers contracted with Twitch aren't eligible for the ad incentive program. Twitch contracts offer laughable money to their streamers now. No wonder everybody's going to YouTube.
Up to 55%.
Wait, contracted streamers can't even take part of the incentive.
You're giving us an extra 5%. That's it. Wheelchair, what's going on?
They claim to.
I'm still under the weather, but I wanted to get on for an hour tonight just to.
Streamers don't get access to the program. I actually haven't been able to confirm.
To show how bad Twitch is screwing all of us. So bad.
I've also spoken to a few in other regions.
It gets bad.
United States that actually.
It's bad the amount that they're taking.
Program. So my guess is that there's some percentage of these top.
It's pretty crazy.
That are not eligible and they're losing money because of it. So that's pretty crazy too. But why is this happening? What's like the real story here? Like why is it that Twitch is really doing this? And what are they really saying through this like crazy like IBS thing? So to understand this, it's important to understand how Twitch makes money. And we're going to simplify it into 3 ways. So there's media broadcast deals, called media rights deals.
Yep.
There's ads.
Ads, which is a ton.
Most people think that Twitch makes a substantial amount of money off of subscriptions. But subscriptions
no, it's
actually
the ads.
Don't make Twitch that much money. So let's just assume everything's on a 50-50 split, right? Twitch earns $2.50 for every subscription, which might seem pretty good because there's people subscribing all the time, and some people have tens of thousands of subscribers. But the problem
I've been sick all week.
Is twofold. Number one, subscriptions are always a flat amount of revenue. Twitch cannot increase this amount. Only the number of subscribers, which they can't directly control.
No.
And number 2, subs don't see ads. And we're going to get into why that's important in a second. So, subscriptions are always a flat amount of revenue. So if you have 100 subs, right, Twitch is earning $2.50 from each sub, and they only make more money if you get more subs. But the bigger problem is that subs don't see ads. And
which Twitch doesn't get paid for the more subs that you have.
There's obviously tier 2 and tier 3 subs and such where they make a little bit more, but it's still a flat amount. Flat amount is what you're going to want to focus on here. Because it's a flat amount, Twitch can't actually increase that. But ads are dynamically sold, meaning I can sell an ad to a brand for
as much as money as they want.
This is CPM, something we talk about a lot on this channel. We'll say $30 CPM. That means per 1,000 people that watch costs $30. But I
And
can
just
also
think how many
sell
people
an ad
have to watch ads.
to a brand.
It's
For
insane.
$60 or $5,000, right? Like the CPM is.
They can charge whatever they want the
and this is
companies
why,
per
if you
ad.
understand how media works in the world of advertising, ads are always going to be favorable to subscriptions because there are a lot of things you can do to increase the value of an ad. You can just sell better. You can convince a brand that you're worth more. You can further target by category. You can get more information about your customer. You can approach different brands who are willing to pay more, like
It's crazy.
companies or things like that. You can always increase the CPM of the ads that you rate, that you sell, but you can never increase the flat amount that you're making off of subscriptions. And for this reason, Twitch can't rely on subscriptions to be able to make real meaningful money off the website.
They can do whatever they want.
Twitch ads program is that Twitch ads aren't actually targeted or.
But what
really
what he's trying to explain is that Twitch. So Twitch's revenue went up 27%. So Twitch has been lying to people. So at the beginning of this, Twitch was saying, Dandy, in the comparison, Twitch is saying that if this mug's worth $10, Twitch is saying that they're paying $10 for this mug and selling it to you for $10. That's what Twitch is trying to say. Between their servers that are owned by Amazon and the cost for running channels over 100, they're saying it's like $1,000 a month per like 200 channels. $1,000 a month to run a couple of channels? There's no way. The servers are owned. So basically, when you equivalent what Twitch, the cost of Twitch to run would be, like to buy this cup, equivalent to their servers and everything, would be $2. So Twitch is lying. So Twitch is actually paying $2 for this mug and charging $10 for the mug. But now Twitch is making 27% more revenue. So now Twitch is making $13 for the cup. You know what I mean? And then they're taking the 70-30 split. So now they're making 30% on top of that. And they're taking the contract 30% away. So Twitch is now making an extra 100% on top of what they were making. So they're taking the 70-30 splits. They're taking the 70-30s from the partners. And they've made 30% more revenue a year. So now Twitch is now saying that they're selling this mug for $20. They're only paying $2 for it. Now they're making $20 instead of $10. Twitch is making double the revenue now and telling everybody that they're broke. They're lying. They've been lying this whole time. And this is what Devin Nash and these companies go over. Twitch has been lying to us for so long. So when you take the 70-30 split contracts, you take the partners' 70-30s away, then you add 27% revenue. There's another 90% on top of the 100% that they're, you know what I mean? So now this mug that Twitch is saying is worth $10 and they're selling for $10 and buying for it is now worth $20. So Twitch is literally making 180% more money and selling us the broke. We got to cover costs. It's so full of crap. Like it's.
Brand would
I'm so glad that there's people like Devin Nash that go over this stuff
at Novo,
that can show just how
talk to brands
badly
and
you're
brands say,
taking
"We've
it.
got X number of
Yeah,
dollars to spend."
it's bad.
That's a good way for us to do it, and we're going to give them that answer based on really.
Amazon owns the servers.
So,
How much could you pay for your own servers?
Why people spend money with us is
You know?
because we are super, super good at telling them exactly who their customers
Yeah,
are going
like-
to be and where they're going to be.
How many contracts, big contracts, have they unloaded and
we
don't
do
care,
that
right?
by
It's
running
saving
ads
them
on
money.
websites that are generally not Twitch, because the problem with Twitch is that Twitch has a general idea of what its user base is, mostly male, 18 to 34 gamers, right? But they don't actually target these ads anywhere, whereas YouTube, Meta, Instagram, all of these websites have exact customer data. So if I wanted to target 36 to 40-year-old
And this is a big thing here too, targeted ads.
expensive cars and
Targeted ads, there's
buy
none.
Starbucks
None on
on a
Twitch.
regular basis and are interested in coffee, I could get a reliable audience built for me automatically through something like Facebook ads, through Meta ads, or YouTube.
So Twitch is actually losing.
The specific kind of targeting
They'll
you can
lose
do
more
on those ads
ad
is
revenue
so specific that there has been
because they don't
congressional
target.
hearings about
It's
the information
ridiculous.
that these companies
They're
collect.
lazy.
Nonetheless,
They're
that
lazy.
advertising is very effective to buy because the more targeted you can get to your customer, the more you are likely to sell them something because you know they already want it. So the more that you can target your customers, generally the more you can sell those ads for.
So that doesn't say anything good about Twitch.
Really have a way of identifying or collecting data on its user base. So Amazon has that to some extent, but the problem is that if you log into Twitch, like all you're really telling them
It's brutal.
is I think your email.
Yeah, what do you get? Like a movie?
name, and you're not
Toilet
even telling them your
paper?
age, which is why like
Here,
Twitch
buy a
doesn't really
mirror,
estimate
like-
that data based on like
The ads
some
that
of
you
their
get,
parties
you
that
don't
they
care
work
about
with,
at all.
who
You just
are
want to
set
skip
data
them.
and such, surveys, control groups, and things like that. They can get a general idea of what their demographic is, but they can't help you target an ad. And for this reason, there is basically two types of ads that are sold in this world. There's programmatic ads, which is what something like YouTube does, where you can automatically buy an
You
ad
can
and
buy
target
into it,
through the
exactly.
process. And there's white glove. And white glove means that somebody actually takes care of your ad and then runs it for you. All of Twitch advertising.
White glove ads
supports
cost
white
you a
glove
ton of money.
programmatic ads.
Like
So
a
brands
ton
can't
of
come
money.
in, can't specify its audience, and can't spend. And for
So
that
like
reason,
I looked
brands
into a TikTok, which we would say is a white glove, to have a company actually run an ad for me. It was going to cost me $1,500 for literally 10 minutes per day for like a month. Or I could literally do each video for like $12 myself. So don't bother doing white glove ads and having a company do that for you. It'll cost you a ton. So you can see them. Yeah.
down. Well, Twitch's sales team will try to convince you that buying ads there is a more premium experience because they do have that targeting, and there's a whole sales process we could go through that's going to be really boring. For
They
this
don't have any targeting on Twitch.
But the real truth of it is that these ads
I had a
are
company
targeted
literally
on
look
websites
into this
like
already.
Facebook and websites like YouTube.
And
this
the
is
best
what
people to go with
do
is
Twitch.
Google, which is
Twitch has known
YouTube,
about for
and
years
Spotify.
that building a custom ad system to allow brands
I already
to,
looked into
be
all
able
of
to buy
this.
here would have been
If you're
massively
ever
beneficial.
gonna run
And it would help
ads
broadcasters
and
because
spend the
broadcasters
money,
earn more money off of the ads that are being
Google
sold.
and
But as a
Spotify.
result, you may have noticed on Twitch. that
Oh,
your
I've been
ad
sick. I was in
experience
bed
is
all
subpar.
day
You
today.
go onto a
All day. I don't know why
stream,
I'm not
you
feeling
get
good,
a
man. I'm
pre-roll
just
ad, and then you are watching the stream, and
Hit me
just
like
at
a
the
freight
moment
train.
that your favorite gamer is going to
Blood pressure's been like this, temperature's been like this.
Like there's just 30 million
Crazy.
ads that show up, and so the reason why
could just be a
that's
nasty
happening
flu that's just kind of
is
got a
because
hold of me. You know what I mean?
Twitch can't sell these high CPM ads because they can't target, so they have to rely on buying it or on selling a ton of cheap dog shit ads to companies, so that those companies, so that's why you're seeing such a quantity of ads, because if Twitch can't make money off of the quality of an ad, they have to increase the quantity to become
Exactly.
profitable. And that's why you see so many of these ads. So the whole system is
That's
kind of
when you
busted
see
because Twitch
sponsored
never bothered
streamers.
to like actually produce.
That's the
a
only
really
time you'd see,
reliable ad
like,
system.
Tim the
Okay.
Tatman do a sponsored
And by
stream
the
for a
way,
toilet
as a
paper
quick
company.
note, you
Is
are
because he could
25,
target
26 minutes
his
into
audience with
7
it.
afternoon. It is time for the secret call. If you're here, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Please leave a comment and let me know that you're here. I always love seeing them. And yeah, thanks for being a part of this. This is kind of awesome. It's really crazy that people are interested in this stuff. You're here for deep dive stuff, and just appreciate you coming out. So thanks for the 26 minutes. All right. So building this system and
It's
looking at this
crazy.
to kind of understand what the real story here is, right? Twitch isn't relying on money from subscriptions. It's a revenue driver. Like it's like something they're going to look at. But really, Prime subscriptions are not bringing any kind of substantial revenue.
Prime's
They're
not
probably
bringing in
costing
anything
because
for
they're
them.
doubly bad. Because now, remember when I said that subs can't see ads? Now you understand why that's important. we can sell dynamic ads and we can sell them for greater and greater CPMs, but if our subscribers don't see them, we shot ourselves in the foot, right? We've made ourselves into a business model that doesn't flywheel, doesn't make sense. Every subscriber we add is one more person that can't watch ads. So we hope that there aren't too many subscribers, because if there are, then there's nobody's going to be seeing ads, and now our actual business model that's going to drive revenue for us is broken.
Are you guys listening to
that
this?
Doesn't mean that Twitch is going to actively.
It's friggin' insane, man.
Decentivize.
It's insane.
Still make a sufficient amount of revenue.
But streamers have to push subs
like this, where they
because
try
you
to
don't make the money off the
favorable.
ads.
And what they aren't going to do is give 70-30 to broadcasters.
So how bad is this business model? Streamers have to push subs because it's a huge part of how we make our revenue. But the more we push subs, Twitch is pushing against us to play ads. So they try and sucker people in by literally saying, here, we're going to give you more ad revenue. If you play these more, then you'll get a bigger payout. But you're going to lose people because they literally, if they're not subbed, they're going to be sitting there going, I just got 5 or 6 ads. 10 minutes later, I just got 5 or 6 more. This is stupid. I'm out of here. Because if people don't give subs or they don't sub themselves, they're not going to stay here. And this was like, when people ask me, the most important thing to a channel, realistically, is subs. It keeps the people there that you want to be there. I don't care about less ad revenue, but subs literally keep people in the channel. It's not just for emotes and things and sub badges and that they can use. It keeps them in the channel, ad free. It keeps them talking and inclusive into the channel. When they're not subbed and you're playing all those ads, and I still have the old ad revenue. I only play mine twice an hour, and 2 of them. There's streams that I go into that play 5 to 8 ads every 10 or 15 minutes. And I just click off of it. Because you can't always sub to every channel, but you're not going to stay there and watch 3 to 5 minutes of ads and then 10 minutes of the channel and then 3 to 5 minutes of the ads again. It's ridiculous. And that's why I tell people that, especially the people that help us out with our channel, subbing and gifting subs is massive. And it's purely because, like I said, they can use your badges everywhere, use your emotes. They don't have to see the ads. They can participate in everything for free. They don't have to worry about interruptions, etc., etc. They can interact the whole time. And when you lose that interaction because of stupid ads, or because Twitch wants to make more money, it's brutal. We've had 2 ads on YouTube for 5 seconds each. That's it. So in almost 50 minutes that we've been on YouTube, we've had a 10-second interruption. 10-second interruption. That's it. It's insane. Twitch is killing us, man. They're killing us.
Because they are incentivized to keep that split as high as possible. Because if they don't, they lose all the money off of those subs, because those subs don't return that revenue in ads. And basically, so then you would say, well, why doesn't Twitch just remove the ability for subs to see ads? And the reason for that is because Twitch has to have a competitive offer to make you subscribe on the website at all. That's a huge incentive.
Well, why would you sub if you're going to watch ads?
Just keep in mind,
that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
With Patreon for streamers not saying, hey, guys, it costs me 50% of my total take home to have you subscribe on Twitch. Please go to patreon.com/Devin Nash. It's a real place, by the way. And give me 8, and Patreon takes 8% from me, right? So one of the moves that I did when I stopped broadcasting was I moved all.
But it's not even that. Here's the biggest thing. If you guys hit the donate button and you go through Streamlabs and you donate through PayPal, PayPal takes 1%. Twitch takes 50%. PayPal takes 1%. 1%. It's absolutely insane. Patreon takes 8. YouTube, massive, Twitch is 50 million. YouTube's 1 billion. 70, I don't understand. Twitch is robbing us at every corner. And the problem is they know that they've got a platform built for streamers, and streamers are going to be incredibly hard to make a move again if they move from Mixer or Trovo or Facebook to Twitch to make it to YouTube. They're absolutely killing us. They're killing us on every corner, man.
Over to Patreon. Well, I make way more money because I take home 92% of the revenue instead of 50%. So
Yeah.
a lot of people think that it's just what you earn that makes you successful in business, but that's not entirely true, right? Like, I moved my whole business from California to Texas because I didn't want to pay 10 to 12% per year in state tax. And that actually saves you a lot of money. That's one of every $10 that I'm saving. A lot of people think about business and being successful as like, if I take home more, I'm going to become wealthier. But a lot of business is actually just controlling for what you lose. And by the way, investing is like very similar. So like this is why investing in the S&P 500, investing in the like total market indexes over time is always superior to anything else. Because like if you
it's insane. This whole thing's insane.
Right. If a stock goes down,
What up, Gabe?
$50, you have to make $100 back to actually get back. You have to make $50 back, and then another $50, $100 total to get north of $0, right? So it's always more expensive to lose money than it is to actually keep money. You don't want that's like real good business people. They focus on not losing money. Like a lot of broadcasters don't realize that right now it would probably be.
We're talking about how bad Twitch is screwing us.
Diversify your audience over to Patreon or to lower percentages or like Fansly or OnlyFans or things like that. Put them somewhere else where the percentage that you're getting is much greater than where you are. And I think one of the only things that's kind of keeping Twitch in the running here is sort of laziness. Because
I said that half an hour ago.
Change now.
They're lazy.
YouTube is offering 70% to its creators because hey, they have programmatic ads, so they can both pay their creators what they're worth.
Yeah, I decided to get on for a bit tonight.
Unlike Twitch,
just do the news side of it.
Now I think more broadcasters are going to be listening to what I've been saying for 2 years now, which is, hey, turn your head over to YouTube. YouTube's offering 70%. And they're competitive with Twitch.
I'm trying to feel better. Trust me. I wish.
Twitch can't remove the ability for subs to see ads because like that's literally one of the only reasons to sub at all. The ads are so
this is the third ad that we've got in an hour, and it's only 5 seconds. It's pretty crazy. YouTube is 10 times better.
Force subscriptions out of people just to get
10 times better.
To get them to stop watching them. A lot of people.
Twitch is screwing everybody so badly, Jay. It's not funny anymore.
At all, I think it's like $50 a month. And for power users,
it's only a matter of time before.
But again, it's a flat amount, so Twitch can't really rely on it.
You really have people using YouTube to its max.
Twitch is kind of in a bind here, and a lot of industry experts have been commenting on this change as a sign that Twitch is sort of in dire straits trying to figure out how to justify to Amazon their continued existence, simultaneously make enough money. Now the answer is in advertising, and Twitch recently updated their terms so that they now offer a revenue split to creators, and I thought that was one of the most significant changes for the positive that Twitch has ever done, because it will represent streamers making more money on average. But if Twitch can't solve this programmatic ads,
but they're pushing ads, and we're pushing subs. So what he's saying, Twitch is taking our ad revenue away, or taking our sub revenue away from all the partners and the custom big streamers, leaving us at 50-50, but wanting to pay us more in ads. But we don't make enough money off of ad revenue to justify anything. We make our money off the subs. And subs don't play ads for Twitch, and Twitch doesn't make the money off of the ads. This is where the bind is. This is where the biggest problem is with Twitch. They make money off of ads. They're pushing us to play ads. People don't want to watch ads. If they're not subbed, they're not going to stay in your channel if it keeps playing ads. We need subs in order for people to be inclusive the whole stream, to keep our streams going, and to keep the average of people up. But Twitch doesn't like that because when you're subbed, they don't make money off of ads because subs don't play ads. And so their business model is failing so badly, and it's screwing over the streamers. So even though they're making 20%, 27% more money a year, on top of 30% for partners, on top of 30% for the 70-30, they're making 200% a year instead of 100, and they're screwing us so badly. Their business model is doomed to fail. It's doomed to fail. I need subs in order for us to keep going, to pay the bills, to pay for the giveaways, for people to be there without ads, to be inclusive. And they don't want the subs because they make money off of ad revenue, not the subs. It's a horrible business model. And it's only a matter of time before that business model takes a crap.
YouTube is just going to blow them out of the water with superior targeting.
It's horrible.
And more and more broadcasters will realize that giving Twitch a 50% split for the right to exist on their platform
is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense.
Especially in the context of all the other things on the website that are happening, right? The lack of discovery, which YouTube fixes through programmatic discovery. A very similar system to their ads. Their discovery just puts you on the website and shows up, whereas on Twitch, the only real way
crazy.
To get more viewers. The only way to get more viewers is to get discovered. And so, again, business cycle shooting in the foot.
The more money I make on Twitch, realistically, the less I make.
That are coming to catch
it's a problem.
And are resulting in Twitch having a really hard time just continuing to...
It's crazy.
...in the way that it is. Seeing if I left everything out, I don't think so. I leave this off and I kind of just say, hey, punishing streamers kind of feels bad, even if it's just the top 1%, because they can't get their ad program together. And streamers should kind of think about using other services, right? Like diversifying on different services, both in terms of where you actually stream, maybe not accepting partnership contracts and affiliate contracts because it's a 50-50 split anyway, whether you're a partner or not. And instead multi-streaming to these places where you can better monetize and perhaps get more viewership.
And this is exactly what we were saying on Mixer that we were going to do.
But in the meantime,
multi-stream.
Yeah,
but you got to be able to make money.
I wanted to kind of cover this because I think a lot of people didn't figure how this would affect them and don't realize
it's killer.
What this is about.
It's a killer.
And that this whole thing is like kind of a commentary on Twitch's ecosystem. And some of this, just how decisions are being made, and that the real story here is was notable in this tweet. It's important to mention that they aren't giving out 70-30 contracts at all anymore for lots of small creators. This was how they were finally able to live, and without that, it is a giant.
F you. Yep.
I agree. Yeah, it's much harder to make.
Twitch is really
charging you for the highest possible out of any
sheesh, dude.
So if you enjoyed this video, I wouldn't ask you.
Absolutely insane. I'm just gonna grab a drink of water, but this is it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy on what Twitch is what they're doing to us. It's absolutely insane. And then we'll watch some full squad gaming quick, just because we'll catch up on a few of the things that are going on with the Twitch bans, gambling, stuff like that. So I'll just be 2 seconds. I'm just grabbing water, and then we'll go over the Twitch bans, gambling, stuff like that quick. This is stuff that you guys need to know, especially if you're a streamer or support a streamer. I'll be right back. See, super fast. So, we'll just load up squad gaming here quick.
By reaching my most important customers, people like Allison.
What is up? What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. As per usual, welcome back to the channel. The drama has been more intense than I've ever seen in the last 5 years, especially around Twitch. We're going to be breaking down one of their biggest stories to date, although another one we're going to be talking about for next episode, probably equally as big,
before he starts with this quick, I don't think Twitch thought this over correctly, because Twitch is banning all companies outside of the US. But you're not allowed to gamble or you're not allowed to stream or gamble. Like, you can't do poker and some of these slots and stake in that without the states taking, like, you're not allowed to be in the states and gamble from outside of the states. All the websites have to be in the states, but they made it illegal for websites to be in the states, so you can only go to a casino. So it's absolutely, it's crazy what the states is doing. First of all, they banned their own online sites, and then they made it so that you have to leave the country in order to do that. And if you're going to stream it, and then Twitch is going to ban it. But for Canada, like us, all of our online sites are government run. Like OLG's Ontario Lottery Gaming, I live in Ontario. It's government run. It's not like this freeloader site. It's not like a stake or a crypto. It's an actual online casino that the government runs. You can either go to the casino, which is OLG, or play online, which is OLG. And so technically, Twitch is actually going to be banning, so I can't even play a government-run slot on Twitch. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not promoting it. I'm not going to be friggin', like, anything that I gamble goes back into the stream. We used to do giveaways that way. Anything we won. So there's no promoting because it's a government-run site. They don't run promotions. You can't get sponsored by them. It's, like I said, it's all strictly regulated. This isn't like a privately owned company. And so Twitch just goes, ban them all. Here's the problem. Is OLG just is not a slot company. They're also sports betting. So you can do sports betting, horse racing, etc., etc. I can literally load it up. So how come I can do online sports betting, horse racing, baseball games, pro line, which actually offer sponsorships? They'll offer you up to do advertisements. They'll put you on their page just like Stake does, except it's online betting and not gambling. I really don't think Twitch even has a goddamn clue. Like, do they sit there at all and think about what they're saying? So slots is a big no-no in online poker. But you can go ahead and gamble on the horses and the dogs. You could bet on any baseball team, hockey team, any sports team in the world. They can sponsor you. It's like Tim the Tabman and them. They got sponsored by what? That sports bar, sports entertainment. Those companies are still, the online sports betting, are still going to sponsor these big streamers like Trainwreck. Give them $1 million. Now go bet on baseball teams. Go bet on horse races. Light it up. There's horse races that run 24 hours around the world. I should know. I used to make my living off of horse racing. 15 years I did horse racing. I used to help pay my living that way. I go to the track every day, in between work, off of work, and you go and you make money. They run 24/7. When the races are done in Canada and the States, they're running in Europe. When they're done in Europe, they're running in Australia. When they're done in Australia, they're running back in Canada and the States. It's a 24/7 thing. But you don't ban that. You ban some weird crypto sites that's insinuating and helping people have a gambling problem. But you just think a gambling problem is about slots and poker? Are you an idiot? You've got to be an idiot, Twitch. If you're summing gambling as slots and poker, I'm sorry, but you're a moron. Coming from a guy that's done it his whole life, you can get just as hooked on horse racing or betting on baseball games, or down to the second if they're going to slide a football game over under, you can get just as hooked or addicted than you can playing poker or the slots. And I don't know where their justification came from this. You either ban one or all. Like, it's all or nothing. You can't just ban a couple of sections to do with it. Right? It'd be like telling us it's okay for you to play Fortnite, but we're going to ban Call of Duty. What do you mean? They're both first-person shooters. Yeah, but one could be a little bloodier than the other. But you both shoot people and you kill them. What does it matter if one's a little bloodier than the other? You're still shooting somebody and killing them. It's just... You see what I'm saying? The analogies are so simple to your average person. But somehow, Amazon that owns this freaking company, Twitch, I don't understand. Is there no common sense? Is there nobody there with a business background? A gambling any kind of background? Other than I started a stream, I took, dentistry in university, so I should be able to run a company, right? Like, I just swear to God, man, it's just like Devin Nash literally brings this stuff up. It's so basic to anyone that's got a brain in their head. It baffles me that you're going to ban 2 sections out of gambling and leave the rest. You would ban Call of Duty, but leave the rest of the games in the whole world. Doesn't make sense. I think people aren't cluing in. People aren't cluing in to this at all. They're not. They're just going, gambling's gone, good. No, it's not, because I'm going to do horse racing on here and we'll enjoy it. Like, it's stupid, man. Stupid.
Or at least partially so. Some gigantic news around OTK and Miskiff around yesterday's story of some crazy allegations going their way, and sprinkled in a few other stories as per usual. Hope you guys all enjoy. Let's get into it.
Full squad.
Before we get to the hot and heavy, let me show you esports and gaming fans something wholesome. That being good old Optic Hex and Scump throwing out the opening pitch for the Texas Rangers, an affiliated team via investors, but also not just, of course, Hex, the king himself, the GOAT of Call of Duty, Scump. They throw out those opening pitches, and then they do some matching cartwheels. I just thought some lighthearted news before we get into the
messy stuff.
The Call of Duty World Champion with over 31 championships. He's a 2-time gold medalist. Please welcome Seth Scump Abner, and also the owner of Optic Gaming, Hector Hex Rodriguez. Seth and Hector, when you're ready, fire some strikes to Corey Ragsdale and Josh Johnson.
Wow, what a move there, huh? That was really impressive. Their cartwheels. That was impressive.
That hard-hitting stuff obviously being the main story for today, as Twitch has officially announced as of yesterday they will be putting a ban and a stop to gambling, or at least a majority of it. Some big sites out there, like
not all of it,
and Roobet, others will no longer be allowed to be streamed.
Just the slots
October 18th, which
and crypto.
Influenced a lot of streamers who had these big contracts. Probably going to talk more about that at a later date. There were streamers out there who literally left the U.S. and left esports organizations to take on these big gambling deals that will most likely no longer be allowed unless those sites they use are registered in the U.S.
What up, Butters?
Legal jurisdictions. So a lot of the big heavy hitters, a lot of the big gambling sites will no longer be allowed, which I think a lot of people have said it's about time. This coming shortly after Pokimane had tweeted, if Twitch should stop gambling. Other big streamers, Miskiff, we'll get to it.
But they're not banning gambling. They're only banning slots.
Gambling on the platform.
They're not banning gambling.
Within days of Pokimane tweeting it, so now people are saying that Pokimane really does have the power.
They're saying that sports betting is still allowed.
Sports betting and poker will still be allowed for now. And
like I just said, Chags, you see what I'm saying? You're betting slots. They're banning slots and roulette. But you can still gamble everything else. So they're not banning gambling. They're only banning one section. Like I said, it's like banning Call of Duty from all the games and then going, you can still play all of these games. We're just banning Call of Duty. We feel that it's a little more of an addictive game and a little more blood in it when you kill somebody. Really? You're trying to tell me that Call of Duty is more addictive to play than Fortnite? They're trying to say that slots are more addictive than sports betting, football, baseball, hockey, horses, dog racing. You're telling me that that's more... You're more likely to gamble in slots than anywhere else, so we're going to ban those? You don't think online poker has the most amount of money that comes in out of all gambling? Like, these guys have no idea. Twitch has no idea. I feel like a massive brain fart. Listen, you can gamble on anything you want. We don't think that anything's addictive or bad for you other than slots. No, you either ban gambling or nothing. You either play every game or nothing. Like, it's superficial. Twitch has no idea what they're talking about. You can become just as attached to gambling on football or pro line or horses than you can, or poker, than you can on slots. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Twitch is really trying to control people.
And, of course, it's a giant debate. There are people, as per usual, we talk about things here on both sides of this. Some just simply not caring. Some are actually for gambling. They like the content. And a lot of people out there as well saying, hey, it's about time that Twitch made this decision, hopefully making this for all the right reasons.
But you're of age.
One tiny piece of all the Twitch drama.
You're telling somebody that's of age that they can't do something.
All around OTK and Miskiff. As we previously mentioned in yesterday's video, all of the crazy slick allegations, as well as Trainwreck calling out Miskiff and Maya for allegedly covering up or downplaying a sexual assault situation. We now have updates on all of that. I encourage you to go check out yesterday's video for full details. It is now OTK and Miskiff addressing the situation. First and foremost, Miskiff actually acknowledging, as he was called out by ICE.
This guy's just getting shafted.
Back in 2018 and 2019, he is now re-acknowledging.
People saved stuff from 5 years ago on him.
4 years ago, and really unforgivable to use the hateful slurs and words that he did use. I mean, yes, it was.
People will forget about this, though.
By ICE decided in the middle of this.
They'll literally just say, "Yep, he's a racist," and then move on.
Equally as bad in a very important situation.
He's not going to lose his career in streaming because he did something really stupid. And people think that that's what they can do. People think that you can bring out something and it'll crush somebody. They're just going to move on and do something else stupid. That's... If it's a stupid person, they're going to keep doing stupid things, you know?
A sexual assault. That is what it is. We already shared Maya's response on her explanation.
So this guy covers up a sexual assault. He gets caught for doing racial slurs out the yin-yang. And it don't matter. They're still going to keep following this guy.
Right back in the limelight and facing a lot of comments from both sides of this. So
am I going live on Twitch? Yeah, I will be. I've just been sick all week. I was sick all last weekend, but I triple streamed through it, and then Monday I was really sick. I was in bed all day today.
And when it comes to that alleged cover up by Trainwreck, and when it comes
I just haven't been feeling very good at all. It's only been 5 days, but I was on yesterday because we did a Twitch. We had a Twitch situation with a Giver 90 member, so we addressed that for 30 minutes yesterday. And then I thought I'd get on for an hour and a half tonight to go over Twitch news and then this particular news.
Not just streaming groups, if not the top, but when it comes to esports gaming organizations, also one of the biggest out there as well, and this will certainly have an impact on their legacy and on their future as well. We will see what their third-party investigation does reveal, but as of right now, OTK Miskiff, he has been placed on leave from the organization. And let me just remind you guys here about, I don't know,
he's a founder.
3 weeks away from TwitchCon.
Yeah, I'll probably be on Twitch tomorrow or Sunday as long as I'm feeling better and doing better, getting sleep, relaxing. I'll be back on Twitch. Yeah. Sometimes you need 5, 6, 7 days when you're really sick, right? But I'm still doing my YouTube giveaways, my Twitter giveaways, posting on my TikTok.
But very lastly, for all you
so all the
fans out
socials
there,
are up to date every day.
The Valorant space as all partnered and franchise teams have now been announced across all 3 regions. I'll be showing you guys on screen. I will be focusing on.
But I don't have to do a lot of talking. My voice is still, you know.
Everything here, EG taking that.
There's a lot of streamers with COVID right now. I tested negative for COVID, but this sure feels like it, man. Sure feels like it. I'm just wrecked. Jags, I can show you some of the Halloween stuff too after this video.
That does mean some very well-known organizations and teams.
Here, you know what? I'll just show it now.
TSM.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Here, I'll show you... I'll show you some of the... oh, YouTube's like a minute or 2 behind, huh? YouTube's actually behind by like a minute or 2 compared to Twitch. Crazy. Yeah, let me go see. So this I've actually got for like the door. Hang on, where's my full screen? This is actually going to go up and around that back door. I'll see about possibly like buying lights to go up and around it too. It's actually going to be really cool around the door. Yeah. Let's see what else is in the bag of treats that I had picked up. So this is actually 13 feet long, and it's a lit up Happy Halloween. So it's going to go from like here all the way back to the door. This is 13 feet long. Pretty crazy. This is for something else, which I'll literally like put here. That's kind of funny. That was for another project. That was a sign. This is going to go actually over my leaf one. It's supposed to glow in the dark. So hopefully that'll be pretty cool when we put it up there, right? They're supposed to be glow in the dark. Yeah, it's going to be cool. We've actually, these are part of our giveaways, which I didn't want to quite release. This is going to be interesting and see if I can do. Okay. So I need to grab lights to go behind my shelf. And I think I'll do like, I'll see if I can get 2 flashlights. Because these are going to be like, they're like window coverings, but I'm going to put them on my shelf. And so if I get flashlights behind them, it'll like literally shine the light through, and it'll look like these people are behind the blinds that are kind of coming through. It's going to be cool, right? You're so cool, Bomber. You're so cool, you know? Yeah. And then I had bought the wig, and I bought another shirt to go along with it for like Joe Dirt. But it's like the money that we had raised, like we needed to go shopping with $200 is already spent. So between the door, those coverings, how we're going to do the giveaways, the sign, and the outfit, actually we're over the $200 that we raised. So if we want any more, we're going to have to actually raise more money. So, oh, and I've got a spider web lights too. There's like a spider web this big that's lights. Yeah. So if we really want to go crazy, we're going to have to raise more money. You know what I mean? It depends on how crazy, you know, we want to go. Obviously, the lights that I have, we're going to be making like orange to go along with it. I'll move the bottles and the Giver 90. It will, like I said, those shelves will be covered. The lights will be there. That'll be covered. The signs across here. The doorway will be done. So it won't be like super spooky, but it'll be kind of cool, right? I'm going to work on that next week, probably. Next week's right, I think we're going to make sure everything's up for like October 1st. So that we can already get people into the mood and have some fun, et cetera, right? So, should be a ton of fun. But yeah, I guess who plays tomorrow, Bomber? What are we talking about? Like football? No, not football. What's today, Friday? Yeah, I haven't quite finished it off, though. I need to like mud and paint here, and then I got to finish the ceiling quick. But other than that, oh, you don't see over here. You guys have never seen my collection, huh? Dude, I have $10,000 worth of collections. That in the back is a very rare Star Wars collection. So there's 112 red and black series. Plus all the extras that are added on. So there's about 170, 180 pieces. Most of them go for $30, $40. Some go for $200. So you're probably about $5,000, $6,000 there. We have all the new ones in the back. Plus everything up here. So we have, those are all the new ones. I have just about every Marvel character. So those Marvel characters are 5 deep. There's 5 of them there. It's 5 deep. It's not 1, it's 5. Actually, it's 7. Those Star Wars characters, there's 7 deep on the shelf. I have my Halo collection from back in the day. I've got my games that I collected down there. I have I probably got about 10 Batmans. There's so much jam-packed in this room. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I don't even know. Like I said, they're 5, 6, 7 deep. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a row of 10. There's probably 60, 70. Another roll of 10. There's probably 150 to 200 collectibles on each shelf. Yeah, I have a full collection store. The Leafs are playing tomorrow, starting of the season? Stop it. Preseason, not the actual season. Isn't it preseason? They haven't played preseason yet. Yeah, Jay, isn't it preseason tomorrow? It's not the actual season. Oh yeah, I have a lot of stuff. I even have, like I said, I've got the Halo 3 Master Chief over there. I have four of the Mandalorian helmets that are sitting in the back. I have so much sitting in the back. I also have, there's the whole Leafs rookie team that goes all the way across, which you guys can, I don't know if you guys can see. So that's the year that they drafted everybody like Matthews and had the whole rookie team. I have them. I also have probably 30 more, like 8x10. So like, they're all rookies. So like I have all the Philly rookies when they won the Stanley Cup, like Jeff Carter, Umberger. I got like getting Malkin in his rookie year. I got a whole bunch of signings. I used to love the Edmonton Oilers. I think I probably got, I got Paul Coffey's Hall of Fame signed. Fuhrer, Ranford. I don't know, there's a bunch. I think I have Taylor Hall's rookie sign. I don't know. I'd have to go looking through. Yeah, so it's just preseason, Jay. It's just preseason. But yeah, there's so many collectibles in this house. I wish I could sell them. They're all in their boxes. They won't come out of their boxes. You know what I mean? I just refuse to take them out of their boxes. I figure if you're going to collect something, you might as well leave it in the box. Might as well, right? There's a lot of these that are, I have some of the Star Wars are pretty rare. Like, I mean, the Star Wars collection, I had to order from every corner of the world. Because when COVID hit, the factory shut down and stopped making it. So literally to get the original of certain sections, it's from like, I think it's from like 100 or some. I even have the short runs, the white boxes that are like completely mint. Like there's stuff I have that would cost you hundreds of dollars now. Like I have boxes of short runs, which are, I could probably show you one. It's pretty cool. I don't even know where I put them all. The box of short runs. I don't even know where I had that or where I stored it. I have no idea where that even is now. I don't know, but it was an incredibly expensive box. I don't know where the short runs actually went. Let me see if I can find my box of short runs. They could be under the stairs. It almost looks like they're under the stairs. I think they would have to be. I wouldn't just lose a box of short runs. It was a whole box. Let me see if it is under the stairs. I couldn't have lost that. That's a good question. Huh. That box like cost a fortune. I don't know where that box of short runs went. But I know it cost me an absolute fortune to buy them. And then they're like not here. So weird. Weird, weird, weird. Well, I guess I'll look for them later. But that's crazy. Yeah, I had a box of short run figures, and I don't know where they went. Weird. Bombers Cave's going to be a museum? Yeah, well, eventually, right? I honestly don't know where that box went of. I had two boxes. So I actually had the short runs that were up there. And then I had a second box of short runs that were just put away. Those cost you a fortune, though. The fortune. Well, maybe one day I'll sell my collection, but I don't know. I don't know who wants to buy them. But they're all in the boxes. And there's some older ones too, from like, I don't know, 2012, 2013. Some of the Marvel ones that you probably, I don't know if you could really find too much. But they're like the Titan series. I'm trying to think of what year these were from. Like Marvel Sandman. These are older boxes. They're probably like 2014, 15, maybe a little earlier. But these ones would be incredibly hard to run across now. Yeah, these are 2015 series. And so, even though they're 7 years old, they're incredibly hard to find now. Especially mint in a box that's never been opened. Even things that are 7 to 10 years old are incredibly hard for people to find. Same with the Rhino. Rhino's incredibly hard. This one was really hard to find. It's part of the Sinister Six. So if you can find the Sinister Six ones, they're incredibly hard to find. Those are all 2014 to 2015. Incredibly hard to find. Yeah. But yeah. There's a controller that I'm never going to open either. So I've got Halo. I've got stuff from Halo. I think Halo 2, 3, and Reach as far as like merch goes. But this is the only thing I bought from Infinity. The Elite controller was like $250 Canadian. So to buy this one was, I'm not using that controller, so that's staying on the shelf. There's certain things that I like to buy and just kind of, just kind of put away type thing. But yeah, I kind of want to find that box and where I might have put it now. But yeah, so tonight's stream, that's pretty much totally what we're gonna do. It's all about just how much Twitch is screwing us over. Just how much Twitch is taking from us. Just news about the gambling. And you'll probably, this is why we've been putting a push on for Twitter and YouTube pushes. So you're going to keep seeing me doing Twitter and YouTube pushes for building, people streaming, etc., etc. Because it's only a matter of time. You don't know what Twitch is going to do, but they're not going forwards. Twitch is going backwards, right? And so if you don't prepare yourself as a streamer or content creator or to try and grow on other platforms, then you're screwed. So that's exactly what we're trying to do, is ensure that, if something does happen to Twitch, that we're positioned, that we're not starting from zero if we have to move, right? Like there's a lot of partners, and I'm gonna throw this out there. There's a lot of partners on Twitch that don't do anything on YouTube. They just do some TikToks. They go, I don't know what content I want to make on YouTube. If you sit there and literally think about over and over again what content you want to make, the time that you have to move to YouTube, they've got like 20 to 50,000 followers on Twitch and like 200 or 300 concurrent viewers. But they've got like 300 subs on YouTube. You would crush them. Yeah, you might get 500 or 1,000 that come over from Twitch, but you're basically starting over again. And so we've grown our YouTube from 120 subs to, 619? Like, our goal this year was to hit 3,000 followers and 25 concurrent viewers on Twitch. We now do between, I think we're averaging about 43 and almost 4,000 followers. So we absolutely crushed our goals. I want to get 1,000 followers on Twitter just to start that growing. We're now at almost 3,200 on Twitter. I wanted to get to 3,000 on TikTok. We're at almost 3,300 on TikTok. I wanted to double the size of YouTube by the end of the year from 120. Well, we've done that by 5 times. So instead of 240, we're now at 619. So again, our growth and my expectations, we put the money and the time into this. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. When we do our Twitter giveaways, when we do our news, when we do our YouTube videos, our YouTube giveaways, I'll be streaming once a week, if not twice a week on YouTube because I like to do IRLs. I like to do news topics. I like to do what's going on in the community, which is different content than Twitch, right? And then Twitch will do our game nights and our bigger giveaways and events. So it's all about being well balanced in different socials and making them grow, right? So even though I've been sick for the last 5 days and I haven't done anything on Twitch, I've maintained all of our socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I've done all the socials while I was still off sick, right? So it's all about maintaining a balance from all aspects. You can't just rely on Twitch, right? So you have to get to the point where money is coming in from other platforms. And so that's why we need people to use our code. That's why we need to grow our YouTube and get enough views onto that so we can start making money from ad revenue and da-da-da-da-da. It all helps out with growing the channel rather than just relying on Twitch the whole time. And so that's what we're kind of working hard, and we'll be actually, pushing hard to try and grow these channels to make revenue. And we'll be making switches, like as we do YouTube, I've switched the content that we're doing, and I've added shorts. And if something doesn't quite fit, or there's something else I want to do, or you can switch them in and out, right? So yeah, there's no point. I never want and have stagnant stuff going on at Twitch. We're always doing different, bigger, badder things. We're coming into our big events the next 6-7 months, which are going to be good. Nobody else does those. And then continue to do what I'm doing on every other platform. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So we're actually going to start pumping Instagram a little bit. So now that it's business time, so we pulled back on a lot of other stuff to do with the business, and we put money elsewhere. So we had money going into networking and streamers and we pulled back to put it into our socials. So I put it like here, and here. And now I'm going to use Twitter in order to help build our Instagram. I don't want to do Facebook, but Instagram is owned by Meta, which is Facebook. And so if we can grow our Instagram, if you ever had to make a move there, you automatically have your Instagram and your tie into Facebook, right? So it's all about being smart, what you need to do. You're never too old. But a lot of streamers complain about growth, and they're not doing anything about it. And I'm always pro-growth. What can I do? What can I learn? Et cetera, how to add on, da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, tonight actually went good. I'm not feeling that bad. We got an hour and 40-minute stream in on YouTube. So it's more time watched, more hours in, and we got to do the content that I wanted to do tonight and show people, that there's a lot of stuff going on, especially with Twitch, right? So it was good. It was a good stream. It was very, informative. Hopefully people learn every time we do these. And yeah, we have lots coming for you guys. So it's just a lot of people don't watch YouTube unless we're doing giveaways, right? So YouTube's kind of my time to say and do exactly what I want. Whereas Twitch sometimes is what you've grown the channel into or what everybody expects, right? So Twitch is definitely the gaming content, and YouTube is about topic and IRL content that I like to do also. So it's good to have two different platforms to do two different things on. So pretty cool. Other than that, guys and girls, thank you just for being here, watching the whole thing. Jags, Gabe, everybody that was here. Jay, I do have a few sports bets on tonight, so hopefully those bad boys can win. I think I'm going to do a Twitter giveaway for our Instagram, which will be a first. And then I'll probably go have a hot tub or relax or maybe play some games later, see how I feel. But it was good. It was a good stream back. A good hour, 40 minutes. I'll go take a break now. And yeah, I'll be doing a YouTube. Well, we got a YouTube giveaway tomorrow, so I'll be on Twitch tomorrow. YouTube giveaway tomorrow. I'll post another Twitter giveaway tonight for Instagram, and then we're gonna post another short. So again, we got lots of stuff coming out for socials, lots of giveaways. We're gonna be doing a giveaway on YouTube too, Chag. So if you're here for our YouTube streams, or Gabe, we're going to do YouTube giveaways as well. So people, we'll start bringing people over to YouTube once or twice a week when we go to do them. So we'll start handing out some YouTube giveaways, and that way they'll kind of get used to us as well, doing 1 or 2 giveaways, and maybe finding some content over here. I might even do some PC games, while we're over here. So I always love playing on Xbox. That's our Twitch. But we'll see about possibly finding a PC game that I like to play. No. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. As long as I'm feeling good, I'll be on tomorrow. YouTube giveaway, back to our Twitch. Fortnite streams, having fun. And again, thank you for being here. Again, it's just a little off topic, but they're fun streams, informative. So I will see you guys and girls later. Remember, keep your stick on the ice, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. And again, check out Twitter and YouTube. We're posting shorts, YouTube giveaway tomorrow, and Twitter giveaway tonight for our Instagram. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'm feeling a lot better, and I can, start getting back to our regular schedule program. I will see you guys later. Deuces.